Hello everyone, and welcome to the workshop on how to create and use a wiki. Thank you so much for attending, and I look forward to sharing my understanding of wikis. Please feel free to ask questions if you have any as we move along. I am Charlotte Peters. I recently graduated with my bachelor's in English education and am currently completing my master's degree in library and information science. Both of these backgrounds combined create for a very informed understanding of information literacies and modern technologies in the classroom. And I am happy to share my understandings with you. Today in the workshop, we will be covering what a wiki is, how to create an administrative account, some other wiki basics, how to make your wiki student-friendly with or without school-given student emails, how to monitor your students' work, how wikis connect to the Common Core, some pros and cons to wikis, and we will conclude with any questions or comments you may have. So to begin, what is a wiki? A wiki is an online collaborative environment that allows information to be created, edited, or deleted by multiple users. When viewed by outside parties, the wiki has the appearance of a website. Wikis can be provided by a variety of host websites. Some of these host websites include PBWorks, Wikispaces, MindTouch, or BrainKeeper, among others. For simplicity, screenshots and step-by-step processes in this workshop have been created using PBWorks wikis. First, how to create an administrative account. You must first go to this web address. This will bring you to PBWorks Education section, where you can register for a free Basic Edition account. In selecting the Sign Up Now option, you will be brought to a page very similar to this. You will be allowed to choose your domain name, as stated here. You must agree that it is for educational purposes only. Enter your name, email, and password. Upon completing the information below, you will be sent an email where you will be asked to verify your account. You will then be brought to your wiki homepage. It will most likely look something like this. Wiki will provide you with some basic pages and information. Each page will feature assistive documents to help you answer basic questions and help you get moving on using your wiki space. One of the most important features to wikis is editing the information. The editing bar is very similar to Microsoft Word and can be accessed simply by moving from the View to the Edit option. You can bold, underline, italicize, adjust font and size, use bullets or numbers, indent, and other similar features. Always remember to save your work. Save options are accessed at the bottom of the Wiki page, and you can save the information or save as you go and continue to work on the page. A very important note is that multiple students cannot edit the same Wiki page at the same time on different computers, meaning Wikis do not have the collaborative capabilities of Google Docs. They can only be edited by one student on one computer at a time. Many people would also like to know how to add a Wiki page. You start by going to the Pages and Files tab. Select the New option and create a page. It will look something like this. You will be prompted to title your page before it is created. If you do not feel that you need to add a new page, you may edit pre-existing pages. It is still under the Pages and Files tab, but you select the page you wish to edit. Scroll to the right and find the More option, and it will give you a variety of options to edit the page. As seen below, we have selected the page we would like to edit. We have gone to More, and it has brought us a drop-down menu where we can edit, rename, delete, or move this particular page. Does anyone have any questions before we move on? Okay. Making your wiki student friendly. Let's say this district does not provide students with a school email address. You can still create student accounts for your class. You will first go to the Users tab on your Wiki page. Select Add Users. Then you must create accounts for your students. Go to Users, select Add More Users, and because they do not have an email address, you cannot enter information in this box, so you must select Create Accounts for your students. You will be brought to a page where you must enter the names of your students. Their username will default to what you have typed as their name. Passwords will also be randomized or can be customized by you, the instructor. As seen below, Student 1's username is their name entered with no spaces and no capitals. In this section, you also have the option of determining the type of role you would like each student to have, which brings us to our next point, selecting the rights of students. This link will bring you to the PB Works page that offers a checklist of all the rights each role has. Students can be writers, creators, administrators, and other basic roles. Each role is allowed or denied certain capabilities within the wiki space. In many cases, it is easiest to have all students obtain the same role, but depending on the type of assignment you would like to use, you can adjust accordingly. Once you have determined students' usernames, passwords, and roles, The program will combine the information into a printable master list and strips of paper with each individual student's information for easy handout. Does anyone have any questions before we move on? Okay. How to monitor student work. You can first monitor student work by viewing the page history. It is the available option along the top bar of each page, as seen here. In selecting this option, it will bring you to a list of all the occasions in which the page has been edited. It will show you the time, the date, and by whom the page was edited. You may also compare prior and current Wiki pages to see how much work was completed. You can also monitor student work by checking the last time they accessed their account. Although this does not explain how much they contributed in their last login, it may explain how in the loop or regularly they visit the site. In this case, this student visited very recently, and this student has never visited at all. This option can be viewed under the Users tab in the Last Visited column. Lastly, you can monitor student edits to the Wiki space as a whole by viewing the Recent Activity tab, which is located in the right-hand column of the Wiki space. This will show what basic information was edited by whom to the entire space. Does anyone have any further questions on how to monitor student progress? Okay, pedagogy. As always, a Common Core is an up-and-coming shift in educational pedagogy in school districts. Meeting the Common Core standards is essential to preparing students for college and career readiness. Wikis are an excellent way to meet Common Core standards. Information pulled for these examples are pulled from the New York State Adopted Common Core English Language Arts section and the grades 9 through 12. For the Common Core writing standards in this category, students will use technology to produce, publish, and update individual or shared writing products. Students use wiki spaces to create and share information with their peers and you as the instructor. Wikis perfectly meet this standard. Students may also meet Writing Standard 7, where they conduct research projects and synthesize multiple sources on a specific subject. An excellent way for students to compile information that they find, especially on the web, is in a web-based, accessible wiki. Students also address Common Core Writing Standard 8, where they gather relevant information from digital sources, as well as multiple authoritative print sources. However, students can gather information from sources provided by you or sources that they find through the library's databases, through web searching, or other processes. But wiki spaces are an excellent way to share and track their progress as they search for these sources. Wikis also help address speaking and listening standards. These standards are also pulled from the New York State Common Core English Language Arts section, grades 9 through 12. Speaking and Listening Standard 2 asks students to integrate multiple sources of information in diverse media or formats. What better way to share these formats other than via a wiki? The web-based site allows for the integration of a multitude of tools in diverse medias and formats. Also, students will make strategic use of digital media to enhance understanding of findings, reasoning, and evidence, and add interest. Wikis are visually pleasing and use a web environment that many digital natives are comfortable with. They can explore the intrigue and excitement of wikis and the web in a safe, fun environment and enhance their learning. So, as we see, some benefits to using wikis are that they clearly address the Common Core standards. They also have students communicate and collaborate in a new and exciting environment. They prepare students for Web 2.0 practices in a safe space where they are not threatened by everyday people on the web. They also introduce and practice technological tools. And finally, students develop information literacy skills. Wikis are an excellent platform to starting the utilization of information literacy in your classroom. Although they are not as collaborative as Google Docs or other collaborative tools, they work excellently in a classroom for students to share and communicate information in a web environment. Do I have any questions or comments? Thank you for attending, and please feel free to email me if you have any other questions or comments, or would like to use wikis in your classroom.